Well, it's time for another video where I kill everything in the Todesritter again. Whew. Also, this is probably the first time I had actually a good run on the newest map, the one that's basically Torrington base. For some reason I just struggled for a little while to really get the hang of it, but I finally did. So I'm not bothering to charge my beam rifle since I am prioritizing heading to A. I got a Tristan on my team, which is always a very good sign because the Tristan is awesome and so is everyone who plays it. Totally not biased there. Totally. So then I start moving up to E and I notice that it looks like the enemy is flanking around. So I move to guard the flank. There's a double Zeta and a full armor Hyakushiki Kai here. So I engage the double Zeta with the incoms. I rush down the double Zeta. Just managed to dodge my way out of there. Starting to take a bit of fire. But I dodge and maneuver armor away. The double Zeta rushes. I go to punish him for that. Unfortunately, the full armor Hyakushiki gets me, and now I'm in a kind of a bad place because of that botched tackle. Unfortunately, I did not win, but I did deal some damage, and I did take them out of the fight for long enough that now my whole team is going to show up and finish them off. You see the double Zeta didn't even survive, and you could see in the respawn screen that my teammate presumably also crushed the full armor Hyakushiki Kai. As it stands now, that was the only death any of my team had, and I'd like to think that that my playing a diversion ensured that the rest of the team had a very easy time of dealing with the rest of them. We all gang up and murder that Cubile. And I go to capture this point for us. I accidentally blow myself up with a rocket launcher, but it's fine. And then I help the Tristan to repair here. I eventually get back in because the enemy team is coming in. So I decide to pick on the double Zeta mostly because I feel like I made a very good impression on him. I send the incoms after the gap plant up there. Managed to scare him off the ledge. So you see the XS burn his emergency evasion, so I go for the rush down. Unfortunately, the gap plant used that opportunity to take out the full armor Hyakushiki Tai. Now we're going to go and dance around this building a bit. I really don't want to engage because he has the advantage in terms of positioning. I managed to get into a position where I can punish him. He tries to fly away. I shoot out the beam in comms. Knowingly, someone, it's one of the Cubiles is trying to shoot me. So now that he's attracted my attention, I go to ruin his day. Time my melee strikes to get around his evasion. See someone coming up behind me, so I turn around to engage them. Unfortunately, I've now found myself separated from my team and attacked by several other enemies. The XS is actually pretty decent. You don't see too many good ones of those, but yes. So once again, wait out to respawn. Show up to help my team against the enemy team's push. The enemy, I see the enemy XS ace, and so I'm prioritizing around their area. And although my focus ends up being being taken up by trying to occupy these guys. I'm trying to very carefully apply some pressure here to try and cause them some trouble, but without just charging into the middle. At this point, I've realized that I have sort of ended up surrounded, so I break off and reposition to flank. I decide to focus on going into their side. Fortunately, their ace breaks off, and everyone else's focus is right on me. I do send the beam incoms after the ace. The Qubelay tries to hit me with the funnels, but fucks it up. Send out the blade incoms and rush down this Qubelay. I'm being very careful as to not get killed by their ace. With a little bit of difficulty, I don't quite make it, but it turns out for the best because the ace on my team then gets it. So then, a bit of a long respawn because I decide to wait for my whole team to be able to come back at once. So we've got a slight edge, but it's not something that the enemy team can't surmount. My priority is immediately on getting the ace with my incoms. The entire team is focusing on this flank, and no one's actually trying to apply pressure the main way. But I get him with the beam guns. Get him with the knuckle buster, then finish him off with the beam guns. And then now I am just trying to focus on just doing as much damage as I can here. We've basically won even if our ace goes down, which he does. And that's a wrap. It's a pretty good match. I take top spot for damage, and I always feel good about having a Tristan as the ace. I always have a high opinion of players of that suit. Anyway, like and subscribe for more, and I will see you on the battlefield. Till next time.